Hi everyone, I'm Avdesh God. In this video, we'll understand what Sparkline charts are and how to build the same in Tableau. That too, right from the scratch. Well, let's get started. As we can see over here, a Sparkline chart looks like a line chart. Well, indeed, it's a modified version of the line chart. Over here, in this visual, we can see the total cumulative sales per day of a month over a period of time. And that period of time is from 2017 to 2020. If we notice, at the very end of the sparkline chart, we have a circle denoting the end of this line as well. Moreover, if you look closely, the color of the sparkline is changing as it is moving up and down. Reason being, we have utilized the sum of sales at the color shelf, and that's why the gradient of color is coming. Let us move to the next worksheet in order to build the same. Add the order date to column and change it to the discrete days. We'll also set this chart to fit the entire view. Let us now put up the category field present under the product hierarchy in the dimensions over to the row shelf. Let us do the same for the sales as well. Well, this has distributed the spark line denoting the sales over products. Let us make the axis range independent of each other. To do so, right-click on the axis, go to Edit Axis. Tableau will open up a dialog box. All you need to do is change the range to Independent Axis Range for each row or column. Now, the axis will be independent for each product. We'll close this dialog box for the time being. To include the gradient in this particular line chart, using the Control key, let us copy the sum of sales to the color shelf in the marks card. And as you can see, the gradient is set up in this particular line chart based on the sum of sales. The higher the value of sales, the darker the shade of the color. Let's drag the sales color gradient card to the left hand side. As you can see, we are pretty close of building the sparkline chart. All we need to do is add a point in the end of each sparkline. To do so, we'll create a calculated field. Well, I have already created one. Let us open the same to understand the calculation. To do so, right-click on the field that you have created and select Edit. Over here, we are utilizing the last function in the conditional to find the last point. And for that only, we are taking up the sales, or indeed the sum of sales. Moreover, we are also using zero if null function that is the ZN function, and wrapping up the total sales in it. What it will do is, if in case we have any of the sales values as null, it will convert it into zeros and then show that particular value. Let us close this for the time being. We need to drag this particular calculated field over to the row shelf. As we notice, a small circle has appeared as a new chart. Let us go to the last point marks card and increase the size a little bit. Let us also turn on the mark labels for this particular point. Now all we need to do is merge these two charts. To do so, let us make it a dual axis chart. Right now, the axes are not in sync. What we'll do is right click on it and check Synchronize Axis. Now the point has overlapped to the end of that particular line chart. Let us format this sheet so that we are close to what we started off with. We'll hide the axis by right-clicking on it and unchecking the Show Header. We'll do the same for the first axis as well. Let us format the headers a little bit. We'll change the size to 10, color to black, and make it bold. We'll also change the alignment to the left. Let us increase the width as well. To remove the labels, right-click on it and check Hide Labels for columns. We'll do the same for category label as well. We have an indicator over here. Right-click on it and check Hide Indicator. We are having all of these unnecessary lines which we do not require. We can quickly format that by right-clicking on it and selecting Format. Go to Borders and select None. Well, this looks good. In this video, we learned about how to build Sparkline charts right from scratch in Tableau. And if we summarize this particular section, we learned about various visualizations available in Show Me, such as horizontal and vertical bar charts, discrete and continuous line charts, heat maps, and tree maps as well. We also learned about how to use the geographical data and how to visualize the same using symbol and field maps. You are now aware of the combined maps and how to build the same utilizing the dual axis. Together, we also learned about creating and implementing hierarchies in Tableau. Moreover, we also went beyond the Show Me to learn about non-trivial visualizations in Tableau, and that too right from the scratch. Well, now you know how to build the thermometer charts, the bump charts, the barbell or dumbbell charts, and sparkline charts as well. In the next section, we learn about the analytical capabilities available in Tableau.